Many of you have known me my whole life, but one thing you don't know is I was molested by Stephen Bryant on 3 separate occasions.
Let's go talk
You're not
about
allowed
it in
to
the
touch
back.
me. You're not allowed to touch me.
Let's talk about it in the back.
No, enough of this sweeping under the rug. I was molested by a guy who was a predator amongst our midst. It could have been Ryan. It could have been just Seam, and they would have done nothing about it until there was a second witness without the 2-witness rule.
Let's go. Let's talk about it in the back.
This is a serious thing. If you think this is Jehovah's love, you need to ask yourself if something like this would allow it to be happen in his presence. And you guys have known me. Bob was the only guy who treated me like a human tonight, saying hi to me. Still seeing the humanity that I'm a person.
Let's get into our first of our meeting. We'll have our video. Brother Dilka, would you like to come up? And it's called Never Be a Cause for
Say,
Something.
Dave, I see your Missy's outside. Can we just go downstairs just for a
He's heard
second?
quite a
Sure.
bit about stumbling earlier in the meeting, so now we're going to watch this video of Never Be a Cause for Stumbling.
Let's see if the door's open. We're going to have to ask you to leave, but before we ask you to leave, I know you have some real personal things on your mind, which would motivate you to.
You do understand that this could have been Ryan. He had went places with that guy alone as well.
Yeah.
I hate that it could still be going on. And no one's doing anything about it. I would have to hunt him down by myself to get one iota of justice. How is that God's love?
I can't tell you anything more, but matters. I'm just not going to say anything more on that subject. Personal feeling does go to you on that subject because it cuts deep. It hurts. But just separating that from going onto the platform tonight, that's 2 completely different things. And that cannot be allowed.
No one would listen to me, and you know that. They're all told to shun me. I'm as a dead person to them. Mm-hmm. But that's the information they should know. And I just felt like, speak up while you have their attention. And
It's up to them though, Dave, if they want that information or not. It's not up to you to put it out there.
it's up to them whether or not they want that information, but it's really not, because they probably turned it off as soon as, the programming is, most of them are terrified, probably don't know what to think when they hear something like that or speaks against the organization at all. So they're not going to ever look on their computers. We're told to stay off of websites that highlight this type of stuff. They're, I think, good-meaning people, a lot of them, but this is happening in their midst, and they have the right to know. If you had a small, kid and...
Have you pursued it with
the authorities, or...
Yeah.
Steve?
I don't know what to tell you about that. I've called and they're going to ask an investigator because one of the incidents was here in Wadena, so he hasn't gotten back to me yet. The first one was in New York and the other one was in Rochester, but it's like he's a ghost. He just bounces around.
Right.
He never stays in one place long enough. And I just feel like it's what happened. And like the bold moves he made with me, you don't get there on your first time. And I think it's still going on. And I just hate it. I hate that my silence helped it. Mm-hmm. And even people who were once close to him don't know where he is. I don't know if Ryan is still in contact with him or not, but... It's like he just tumbleweeds congregation to congregation, and you could never track him down. He's all over the country, all over the world.
I would check with Ryan. And because as you said, I'm a father. He is my son. And that's a serious matter. And I will follow up on that just for your own.
Well, for you as well. This goes
Yeah.
beyond doctrine or beliefs, and I'm different in everything I believe right now. This is an issue that, like the 2-witness rule, I do feel is a policy that just needs to be done away with.
Yeah.
These are types of things that isn't done in front of another person, you know? And so it's like you have to wait for a second victim is so backwards, you know?
I would do some personal investigating on this, since after you make a statement like that from the platform, you know, I have to.
I hope so.
And I want to. But I want to directly sever that from this topic that we're going to discuss right now. Is just taking control of the meeting. It's disrespectful.
Understood.
And I know you have strong feelings, but we will not tolerate it.
And I didn't expect it. I knew I had seconds before I was ushered out.
The next time, we will call the authorities and we will let them deal with you.
Okay.
And I am.
You could call them tonight if you wanted. I mean, to me, this is a form of activism and it's a public forum. And until I've been asked to leave,
I guess we're going to talk whether or not we're going to revoke your privilege as being a public meeting for you.
Is that like a...
It would be no trespassing.
Okay, which if you don't hang up a sign is only good for 30 days. You do know that, right?
Right, yeah. But if we personally give you a notice of no trespassing,
Verbal warning only, it will eventually expire.
Yeah, you're not welcome here though. So we want to give you a warning at this moment that next time we would just call the authorities. And I thank you for just going with us and not fighting with us.
We appreciate you operating, I guess.
I guess I did not think that you would, out of respect for who we are and out of our respect for you, I did not want to get into a confrontation with you.
And for as far as you three gentlemen are concerned, and even some of the others up there, I just feel like I know that personal respect goes a long way as individuals, but just this organization, it's got complete control of our lives, and I don't have any respect for it, and it's had control of me for 30-some years. It was time that I, even if it was disrespectful, took some control back, and it feels like even the wrongs that had been done to me and the way you're...
So on your next visit here, let me ask you this. If you were to come here to a meeting again, would it be to learn? 1, 2, would it be to work back into Jehovah's organization in a positive way? Or would it be 3, to disrupt the meeting? If you were to come again, would it be 1, to disrupt the meeting? 2, to learn? Or what would it be if you came here again?
The only thing I would want to learn at this point is if you guys actually care about the matter or just wanted to get it handled.
Okay.
If you just want to sweep it under the rug so everyone else can go on and pretend that they never heard that, that to me is a disservice to yourselves, to your responsibility of shepherds, that you actually care about the sheep, even the lost ones like myself.
When you talked to Peter and I, we pulled all the records out and checked them. They didn't agree with everything you said.
What did they say? Am I actually privy to see those? I would love to see
you're not.
what it's written about me.
But we examined that, and you were asked. You said you weren't. You were asked. And
Okay.
And it's stated in our...
Let me, I really would like to see that, because I was taken aback when he starts commenting. I thought, I told him to go to the elders and I just trusted that it would be in Jehovah's hands and it would be taken care of. And he didn't even get like a reproof where he can't comment. And that's when I realized, I don't think he told them anything. And I remember...
It's pretty detailed in there. I wasn't involved the first time, but I read it.
What he said?
Peter remembered. It's all written down.
So Peter, you have what Steve confessed.
Both what you said, what the brothers talked with you about.
What is it that the record even says that they talk with me about?
About the incident, and you said what happened.
And I said, what happened?
I'd have to reread it. I don't remember, but it wasn't what you told Peter and I. It was what Peter said. Well, that's what we acted on then, and there's nothing more we can do about it.
You see, and to me that sounds like just covering butts. Like, and I hate to say that, but I feel like you guys didn't handle it years ago, and so it's easier to just say unlimited information when the higher thing, the right thing, would have been to come to me like and fully investigate, and no one cross-examined, no one ever got, like when you questioned me, what did it say? Just that I had said, because it wasn't
I
nothing
don't
that,
remember exactly, but Peter said, well, that's all we're able to do.
because I will tell you right now, like, he said it didn't equate anything to pornea. When you double check, did it equal pornea, or was it just like, I don't know, did he come and confess that he had feelings for me and you guys just kind of said, prayed over him with those, or was it actual that an incident happened? Because I distinctly, and this is a detail I won't make up, I'm uncircumcised, and I remember him trolling up and down with my foreskin, and it was awful. And you can't even imagine. So to sound like you guys had got that information and acted on nothing, if that's in that report and you still acted on nothing, you should be ashamed that that's the way you handled it.
Well, whatever stated